Hi guys, welcome back to the channel for all things metal roofing in North Carolina. Today we're talking with Travis, our Charlotte area installations manager. How are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome, thanks for taking the time to speak with us. So Travis, you handle everything installations. You make sure our installations are successful, on time, and under budget. Can you talk to us a little bit about the installation process?
Once we get in contact with the customer to set up to do their inspection, we then make a time and arrangement to meet with them out on their property. Once we arrive on the property, then we go over the needs of the customer, the reason why they called us, the reason why they need a new roof, and what the purpose of what they're getting done. That way we have a better idea of how to evaluate the inspection and be able to handle the needs that the customer wants.
You get to the customer's home, you talk to them about their needs and what's going on with their roof, and then you get into our 20-point elite inspection. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
So what happens is we come out to the customer's house or property. We want to meet with the customer if possible. Sometimes we can't get with the customer, and so we do the questions over the phone so that we have an idea what we're getting when we get to the property. The first thing we do is we ask the customer, what is the reason you're looking for a new roof? You know, is it that you've got damage to your roof? Is it that you're doing a remodel? And that allows us to navigate in the right direction for the customer. Secondly, we ask, what other work are you going to be doing to the house in the near future, so that we know how to work around with whatever trades or other remodels that they're going to do. Once we get that, then we can narrow down what we need to inspect. We do our general inspection, which is we come out, we look at the structural part of the roof, make sure that what we're going to do and the work we're performing will actually work with the foundation of the roof that we have that we're working with. At times we will come across issues with maybe wood damage, maybe other issues with solar, satellite, any issues that they have that interfere with what we're doing to the roof. Once we get all of our inspections taken care of, then we will actually go up and we will measure each individual panel. The panels are custom to each customer. Any waste factor, anything like that, it's just a cost that drives the cost up to the customer. So we try to get it as precise as we can. That way we can keep the price as low as we can for the customer's reason. At that point in time, we'll go through and we'll look at the other things that'll go with the roof, such as the trim, the flashing, boots on the roof, chimneys, any other things that are up there that we have to work with as far as the roof. We let the customer know, okay, this is what we have found on your roof. And we will get with the customer, we will let them know that, hey, the inspection has been done. We are ready to move forward. We are ordering your material. And then once we get that, then we will be able to set up the delivery date and the installation date.
That sounds like a lot that goes into the success of each installation. Can you talk about some common questions that homeowners may ask you during this time?
A lot of questions we get are, of course, gutters is a big thing. How will the metal roof work with our gutters? That is something that we have been addressing with the customer up front so that we all know what we've got to do with the gutters. Second thing we get is screws and applications. Are the screws and the application going to penetrate our existing roof? If we don't have a leak existing, how do we know that what you guys are going to put in is not going to cause a leak or damage down the line? The other questions we get are just basically relative to locations. We try to go over the trim package and the profile with the customers so that they understand what it's going to look like, so that they know what their final product is going to be. And then we try to go over the actual install day of when the crew is going to be out here, how it's going to work with the process, and so that they understand what they're getting with that. And so that we can try and make it as seamless as possible. The majority of people like to be out there for their install, but we do have quite a few customers that are not available, whether it's their vacation homes or they're just at work that day. And so we try to make it as seamless as possible so that they feel comfortable with what we're doing on their property, because this is a big investment for them.
So Travis, how do you handle unexpected changes or issues that come up during a project?
One of the things that is key to all this is communication with the customer. When we do our inspection process, one of the things we're trying to eliminate is as many issues, the unknown issues. But with roofs, just like a lot of things, we run across issues we don't know until we actually get there and uncover those issues. Some of the most common issues are people that have got rotted wood. Maybe whether it's rotted wood, whether it's rotted insulation, anything that's structural. We tell our crews to let us know immediately when something like that comes up. Give us photographs of what the issue is. We immediately get with the customer. And we work through that issue with the customer at that point in time. Most of our biggest investment is our house. And we don't want that to be exposed. But we also want to make sure that what we're doing is correct. And because of the warranties, because of the lifespan of the roof, we want to make sure the structure underneath that is able to withhold that too. The other issues that are common are like chimneys. If we get up there and we find chimneys that are just no good. Skylights, we run across those. We try to eliminate those as much as possible during the inspection process. But again, until they open up part of the roof, we may not know that. Another common issue that we run into is the squareness of your structure. You know, different houses in different areas are built differently. Some of them are manufactured, some are stick built. Some of them have been built out of new technology, whether it's a foam block, whether it's concrete, those things. So the squareness of the roof is not always square. Unfortunately, our metal that comes out has got a 90-degree angle and is square. So we have to square up the roof and address that. Because of that, it may leave a little cosmetic issue or imperfection. We give that customer the option at that point in time so that they're fully aware. The majority of it's handled just through communication of the customer, allowing them to know what is going on, communicating with them, but also setting the expectation up front that we are doing your roof and that you do need to be available, even if you are at work. That way we can address the issue quickly and efficiently. So those are some of the most common issues that we run into.
Thanks guys for tuning into the video. You just heard Travis, our installations manager, address some of the common issues that we see and how we address them the Gator way.
Please give us a call to schedule your free elite inspection today.